Welcome to the second episode of Let's Do Email Marketing. My name is Chelsea. I'm the boss behind the Black Girl Boss Collective. And today we are going to be talking about segmenting your list. I am so excited to be doing this. In the very first episode, I mentioned that I just kind of did this on a whim. But nevertheless, I'm super excited to be doing it. Um, I'm super excited to share what I know about email marketing. So here we go. First, I want to shout out a couple of people hop head first into Let's Do Email Marketing. The first person is Brooke. She signed up yesterday to be on the list to get notified when we go live. If you can't hear me, if you can't see me, just hang in there. My internet connection is trying to, tough it out. So shout out to Brooke for joining my email list and choosing to be notified when we go live so that she can be in here. Also, shout out to, again, internet connection. Shout out to Mackenzie. She commented on the first episode. She said, "Thanks for all this amazing insight." Thank you, Mackenzie, for watching and subscribing to my channel. Before we get started, I want to let you all know that you can join my email list by clicking the link in the description. Join my email list where I share more tips, just like what I share here on YouTube in this show. I also give my email list first dibs on new products and services, and I do have something new coming up in the next couple of months. Something that if you are new to email marketing, or if you've been using email marketing, you're a service provider, but you haven't been able to really automate your emails like you want to, you haven't been seeing the success that you thought you would with email marketing, this new thing is going to be for you. So make sure you get on my email list so that you can be the first to know about it. My email list will get not only first access to the service, they will get priority scheduling, they will also get priority pricing as well. So to hop on my email list through the link in the description. So to this show, Let's Do Email Marketing, is for me to share with you all what I'm doing in email marketing, as well as share some tips and tricks for making email marketing work for your business. But the thing is, I don't just hop on here and, just ramble, tell you what's on my mind. I'm also working on email marketing as we do this. So today, I'm actually going to be working in Klaviyo. If you're not familiar, I am a service provider. So I use ConvertKit, which I believe is the best email service provider for email is the best email service platform for service providers. So if you are a coach, a consultant, a designer, um, even artists and creators, content creators, or things of that nature, if you provide a service to someone else, then ConvertKit is the platform for you. Another platform that I use for my clients, and I'll be using it for another brand of mine very soon, is called Klaviyo. Klaviyo is, in my opinion, the number one email service platform for e-commerce brands. It is really just out of this world. Okay, my internet connection keeps going in and out, but I'm going to be working in Klaviyo to um, work on my clients' emails for this week. And the last time we met, we talked about a Black Friday strategy. So actually be leaning on segmenting, which is what we'll be talking about today, to actually implement and develop her email strategy for Black Friday. So That's what I'm working on today. If you are interested in trying or checking out ConvertKit or Klaviyo, you can click the link in in the description of this video. I have my affiliate links for ConvertKit as well as for Klaviyo. You can try both of those platforms for free, for as long as you need to within a certain subscriber range. For Klaviyo, if you have 250 subscribers or less, you can use Klaviyo for free. For ConvertKit, I think it's for up to 1,000 subscribers. You can use it for free for as long as you need to. So click the link in my bio, try out ConvertKit, try out Klaviyo if those are platforms that you are interested in using. So I did a poll on Twitter, and that is another link that I need to add into the description, so that you all can follow me on Twitter and engage with me on Twitter. I got today's topic from Twitter actually, and I asked, okay, last week we talked about sequences versus broadcast in ConvertKit. So I put it out there for Twitter and asked, what topic should we cover? And they said segmenting your email list. So let's talk about it. When it comes to email marketing, yes, we know that email marketing is, one of the most effective ways to not just get new clients and customers. It's also a great way to retain clients and customers. It's a great way to build community within around your brand as well. It's a great way to really just connect with your audience in a way that is not as exhausting as social media can be sometimes, and a little bit it's more personal in my opinion than websites or blogging can be as well. Um, but what I think really helps to drive home the effectiveness and efficiency of email marketing is segmenting. Now, segmenting is when you break up your audience based on specific characteristics, preferences, and things of that nature in order for you to send them the content that is going to best reflect what they need. Oops, sorry about that. That is going to best reflect what they need or want or expect from you. I I will always push for segmentation, not just for myself, but for my clients as well, because segmenting really allows you to send the right stuff to the right people. Now, I do email marketing, that's my thing. However, email marketing is a broad, that's a broad subject. And if you are looking for tips or resources when it comes to email marketing, then you may be looking for different things for different reasons. So, a lot of people who are in my community, they, sometimes, sometimes they just want to learn how to grow their list. All right. So that's one topic that I come across a lot. How can I get more subscribers onto my list? Another area where people really look for tips and resources is content. What do I send my list? How do I, send the right content? How do I know that it's the right content? Things of that nature. Another way, another reason why people, reach out to me or common issues that people have is um, how do I increase my engagement? So, how do I get my open rate higher? How do I get my click rate higher? Another area that people need help and tips and resources is how do I make sales with email marketing? And while, I can speak to all of these things, everyone is not looking for the same thing at the same time. So, what I like to employ is segmenting so that I can send the right information to the right people. So the people who say, okay, I need help growing my list, I can send them targeted content that says, hey, I know you want to grow your list. Here's how you do it. These are the tips I use. These are the resources that you'll need, etc. People who say, I need help with content. I don't know what to send my list. I can send them specific content that says, hey, this is what you might want to send. These are some great content ideas I came across. This is how I can help, things of that nature. Um, when it comes to segmenting your list, that's also really, a lot of people sleep on it, but it's a great way to really drive sales. You're trying to send, information to your list that's really broad in general. It's going to be very, very hard to connect with those people who, are ready to make a purchase, or, are eager to work with you, because you're not sending content specifically for them. When you are looking to work with someone or looking to buy something, you're looking for content that is speaking directly to you, that makes you feel valued, that makes you feel seen, that lets you know that yes, this is the perfect service, or yes, this is the perfect provider, or yes, this is the perfect product. So you want to make sure that you are uh, tailoring your content to meet your audience's needs, not just throwing out blanket content that can apply to anyone. No, get really specific about doing that. Um, and a lot of people are many people who use email marketing in their business. They want to know, they get frustrated because um, the open rate isn't what they expect, or they don't have a click rate, no clicks on any emails, people aren't opening, people aren't clicking, my open rate is going down, my click rate is non-existent, things like that. But when you are sending targeted content, then that greatly increases the chances that you are going to get those emails open, that you are going to get clicks in those emails. So if you are looking to increase your engagement rate, if you're looking to increase those opens, increase those clicks, increase those conversions, then you should be employing segmenting in your business. So I'm looking at my notes, y'all, don't mind me. So here are 5 ways that you can segment your list. Take a sip of water. 5 ways that you can segment your list to improve your engagement, to improve conversions, to build community, um, to make sales, to make money with email marketing. The first way, and this is probably the most common way, especially in e-commerce, it is to segment based on items purchased. Or if you are a service provider and you have multiple lead magnets or freebies, you can segment based on items downloaded. So this is super, super easy for e-commerce brands. And I've seen it quite often, especially like if you do a lot of online shopping and you are subscribed to your to that brand's or that business's, that company's email list, you have probably been on the other side, the other end of, a segmented email. You go to a site, either you're perusing a certain type of product, or you purchased a certain type of product, a specific product. They will send you more content based on that specific product. And at first, like when I was, before I knew about email marketing, I was like, how did they know that I was looking at this product on their website? Hey, Courtney, thanks for joining. How did they know that I was looking at this product? How did they know that I was thinking about this? And like, it's uncanny, and it made me even more willing to go back to the site and buy that product, because I'm like, they are paying attention to what I'm interested in. That makes me feel more connected to them. That makes me, want to purchase those products even more than before. So, um, segmenting based on products that your future customer may be browsing on your website. Um, even based off of what they purchased beforehand, you can suggest other products that are specifically, related or closely related to that product. Sorry about that. Um, and you can segment your audience based on these factors as well. If you have a group of people that, is always looking, let's say you sell cosmetics. I like to use this example often because I'm really into cosmetics. If you have, certain people who um, purchase, let's say, let me give some context. So let's say you're a cosmetics brand, you sell eyeshadow, you sell lip gloss, you sell lashes. Um, and you have a group of people that have purchased lashes from your site. If you have new lashes coming out, of course, you might want to let everyone on the list know that these new lashes are coming out, but you definitely want to let the people who have purchased lashes in the past know, hey, we got some new stuff coming up, and I know you purchased some beforehand, so you might be interested in this one too. So you want to target those people who have purchased lashes in the past and say, look, I'm gonna let y'all know first, and then maybe later on send an email to everyone else. Same goes for, if you're running a sale, is say you're having a lash sale, you might want to spend more time targeting the people who have already purchased lashes before. Target those people more heavily because they've already purchased lashes. You know that that's what they're interested in. Put your new stuff in front of their face or put that sale in front of their face to get them to go back to your website and purchase more. So that is how you can segment based on items purchased or items downloaded. And for service providers, it's the same thing. So if you have a freebie and it's, a back to school checklist, 10 things your kids need to be successful, you know that parents who download that are interested in their kids' success. So you might want to offer more products that are related to that, more service that are related to that. If you say, if you have an ebook on how to relax before you go to bed, you know that those people are interested in that type of content. So send them content specifically for that, send it to them, send the parents that type of content, so on and so forth. So that's how you would segment based on items purchased or items downloaded. The second way you can segment your list are based on content preferences. And this is one of the hardest ones that I see business owners come across. Like they want to do it, but they're not sure on how to do it. Courtney asked, can we apply this example as a service provider as well? And yes, I touched on it just a little bit, so I'll go deeper into it. So, Courtney, you are a videographer. Video content is your thing. So if you have, um, let's say you want to give out tips based on, what tools people can use at home to make their videos pristine. Maybe you want to give tips on, you know, scripting because you have some really like your scripting is great. I love it. So maybe scripting tips, and then maybe how to cut up their content for social media, how to produce their content for social media. So those are two areas that your audience may be interested in. So if let's say you put out a freebie for each one of those, the people who download maybe your tips checklist, go ahead and send them, target those people for tips on tools that they can use, apps that they may be able to use to help them. Lighting, I got this really great ring light, show them your setup, things like that. The people who, you're welcome, the people who are interested in scripting, because that can be really, really tough for video content. People who want to produce video content, they don't know what to say. Give them an outline, send them content based on that. People who want to, target, want to put their content out on social media, not sure how to cut it up, maybe do a, um, a tutorial, offer maybe tutorials once a month or once every other month and send it specifically to those people. So all of the people on your list could benefit from all of this stuff, but who is most likely to use it? Who is most likely to need it? Who is most likely to take action based off of this content? Figure out who those people are and send them that targeted content. That was a great question, Courtney. Thanks for asking. So, one way that you can figure out how these people, like what kind of content these people need or what kind of content these people want, this is something that I've used before. I need to go back to using it. Yes, tutorials, Courtney. Like, yes, put your tutorials in emails, like, link to it in your emails. We going off in the chat. You're welcome, Courtney. I'm happy to help. Said Touch MUA. Hey, Sedania, how are you? Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, one way that you can figure out how, like, what kind of content your audience wants is on your landing page. You can, well, in ConvertKit, I know this is true for ConvertKit, it's a little bit different for every platform, and some platforms are, it's not as easy to do it on one landing page. You may have to create separate landing pages based off of the content, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But on your landing page, let's talk about service providers and ConvertKit first. On your landing page, you can create like a one question survey. I like to employ this, it makes it so much easier. You can do like a one question survey that says, what kind of content are you interested in? What do you need the most help with? And I like to give three options. More than that, and it's too much, but three options is good. And they can choose which one of them applies to them, like which apply to them. So they choose what option applies to them, and then they can, then based on that, you can automatically segment those people in ConvertKit based off of the option that they chose. Now you know, okay, I know that I need to send this type of content to these people, this type of content to those people. So I like to employ that. It's super, super easy to employ. Um, and it just cuts the confusion out. You're not confused anymore about what your audience wants. You know exactly what they want, so you can create the content that they need. Um, Another way that you can do it, and this is for, if you already have people on your list and you don't want to send them back to the landing page, that's just too much. You can do a survey in your email and say, okay, which one of these applies to you? So for me, I do email marketing. Which one of these applies to you? I need help growing my list. I need help figuring out what content to send, or I need help understanding my service provider, my email service provider. Those are three topics I can talk about all day long. So I'm like, okay, which one do you want? Based on, the options that you've given, either you can make it so that they can make those options clickable, and you can automate it so that they will automatically be tagged when they click that link. And you can send that link can go maybe to a blog or maybe to a resource that you have for them. Or you can ask them to reply. This isn't automated, it takes a little bit more time, but it's so worth it. Especially if you have someone on your team that can help you with going through and making sure that the people who responded, make sure that they get tagged appropriately or segmented appropriately in your system. When they reply, you can, apply that information directly to their subscriber profile in your service provider. So those are two ways that you can kind of survey your audience and get a better idea of what kind of content they want. One way that is not as foolproof, but is still, it can still be effective based off of content that they have responded to in the past. So let's say you sent let's say you sell cosmetics and you've sent 3 emails based off of lashes, 3 emails based off of email marketing, not email marketing, 3 emails based off of lashes, 3 emails based on eyeshadows, and 3 emails based off of lip gloss and lipsticks. You can tag and segment people based off of content that they've already received. So if they opened every lip gloss email, they are probably interested in lip gloss and lipstick. If they open maybe two lash emails and an eyeshadow email, they're interested in eyes. So tag them appropriately, segment them appropriately. Again, it takes a little bit more time, but in the long run, it will save you a lot of headache and it will help you boost your engagement rate. Courtney said, I have some homework to do. This is good. I'm glad I'm helping. So it's less foolproof, but you can still be effective by doing that. It's still effective. Um, So that is the second way. So the first way to segment is based off of items purchased or downloaded. The second way is based off of content purposes, which you can do surveys to your audience to figure out what kind of content you need to be sending. The third way is by engagement rate, and this is key. You the more people who are engaged with your brand via email, um, an engagement rate, meaning opening emails, clicking emails, even replying to emails. That counts as engagement. So the more people you can get engaged with your emails, opening them, clicking them, the better your sender reputation is. So that means the better chance that your emails will end up in the inbox instead of spam or promotion or junk. That also um, helps to keep your audience engaged, not just with email, but with your brand overall, which is really what you want. You don't want to just, ask for the sale and keep it moving. No, you want to keep your people engaged, make them feel needed, make them feel valued, etc. So the more you can get them to open your emails, the better chances you have of, getting them to be active on other platforms that you're active with, getting them to purchase, getting them to advocate and, advocate and talk more about you to the people in their community. So these are all things that you want that can happen during with email marketing. So, one way that you can really segment your audience that I find is very effective is by their engagement rate. So, people who are highly engaged, people who are not. Um, you can segment, and I did this for a client recently. Um, I segmented her audience based off of how often they are opening emails, how often they are clicking emails, how often they are going from the emails to the website. And if you have a really good platform is going to do a lot of this segmenting for you. For example, with Clay, client that I'm working in her account right now to create emails, we we learned that Klaviyo will segment potential purchasers out of your audience. So if they have been to the site multiple times based off of your emails, they will be they will be segmented into their own little group that says, "Hey, these people are likely to purchase." So we will be using that feature to, try to get them to actually take the leap and make a purchase. So that is one way to like segment them based off of their engagement rate. Those people are very highly engaged. They're opening emails and they're clicking on emails. So we need to pay close, close, close attention to them, give them a little bit, more attention than other people on the list. If you have people who are not very engaged on your list, so not opening your emails, not clicking in your emails, you can send specific emails to them that says, "Hey, I see that you're not engaged. I see you're not opening. You haven't opened lately. What's going on? Am I sending the right content? Are you getting the emails?" Things like that. And that can help you really get uh, clear on what your audience needs. It's not enough to just send the emails. You got to send the emails that the people want. So if you target those people who are maybe not opening your emails as much, that's a chance to increase your engagement rate by getting them engaged, sending them the content that they want, not the content you want to send. You know what I mean? It's not about you, it's about them. And then people who are really engaged with your brand, you want to make sure that you're targeting them often. because they are like holding your engagement rate together. They're holding your open rate together, holding your click rate together. They holding it. So you want to make sure you pay a close attention to them on a regular basis, keep them engaged, keep sending them that content, etc. So that's number four, based on engagement rate. That's number three, segment based on engagement rate. Number four, the fourth way that you can segment is based off of how they found you, how they made it to your email list in the first place. So this is something that I've recently employed in my own email list, and I find it to be very effective in understanding where my traffic is coming from. So that is like a piece of analytical data that I use to tailor my content outside of email marketing, but it's also a way for you to drive traffic to wherever people are coming from. So recently I putting a source on my landing pages. So when people subscribe to a landing page on their respective platforms, they will be tagged based off of where they came in from. So I have a landing page for Twitter, I have a landing page for YouTube, I have a landing page for Instagram, I have a landing page for just my website. So people who come on through Twitter, they will get tagged that says, hey, they're from Twitter. So now I know that those people, okay, I can send them specific content. So like when I do another 30 days of threads, I did not make it through this last time. I made it to day 15, y'all. It was sad. It was sad. Anyway, I'm happy and proud of myself for that. But the next time I do 30 days of threads, I can say, hey, y'all, I know you found me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter now. I'm doing 30 days of threads. Tune in. If they found me maybe through a blog, I can say, hey, I see that you found me through a blog. Well, I probably wouldn't say that, but you signed up through my blog. I just posted a new one. Here's the link. YouTube, say, hey, I saw that you found me through YouTube. I just posted a new YouTube video. Go check it out. I find that to be a great way to really drive traffic to your social media platforms and just kind of create an ecosystem for your brand so that people on social media, they know about what's going on email people know what's going on social media as well. So that's number four, how to segment based off of where the source of the traffic, the source, where they found you, how they made it onto your list. And the fifth way to segment your list, and this one is kind of fun. I'm waiting to do this. I can't wait to do this for a client. I don't really do it. I think it would be best for like an e-commerce brand, but you could try it if you're a service provider based on the types of services you offer. You can segment people based off of their birthday. Did you know that? If you have it somewhere before they get onto your list, if you have, let's say on your landing page or on your sign up form, there you can put an option on there for them to put in their birthday, their actual birthday or their birth month, and you can maybe send them a little gift card on their birthday or during their birth month. You can send them exclusive products or services, during that time. It really just helps to keep it makes people feel valued. That's why I say it's good for e-commerce brands, because e-commerce brands, I don't know about y'all, but I like free stuff on my birthday, especially food. Let me tell y'all, I'm not living in the States right now, but when I was living in the States, and my mom does this, the whole month, we eating for free the whole month. Our favorite spots, especially Firehouse subs. Oh my gosh. They say you can get a free medium and a drink. What? Because I spend about $13 at Firehouse getting my favorite. So going there during my birth month, which is in January, and being able to get a free medium sub and a drink. What? Yes, sign me up. Yes, I will tell you my birth month. so that I can get that for free. Of course I'm going. And I'm going to spend money there because I always get extra. So they gonna get a good $5 off of me because I'm gonna get a brownie and I'm going to put extra toppings that cost extra on my sandwich. So yes. So if you are, especially if you're an e-commerce brand, that is a great way to uh, really stay tuned in with your community, make your community feel valued, make people say, "Oh, yes, I'm going to purchase because you thought about me on my birthday." That's really, really cool. Yes, Courtney, I agree. It's cool. So segment people based off of their birth month. I think it's really cool. You can send them targeted content, especially if you're maybe if you were already going to run a sale anyway, maybe save it for the people who are born during that month and say, look, it's your birthday. And you don't even have to save it for those people. You can just tailor the email. So this email could be going out to everybody. Hey, September's coming up, so that means it's Labor Day. Hey, it's Labor Day. Here's the Labor Day sale. Maybe the Labor Day sale is maybe only for the weekend, but for the people whose birth month it is, you can say, look, it's your birth month. You can take advantage of this sale all month long. For everybody else, it's just going to be over the weekend. But because it's your birth month, you can take advantage of this all month long. That's really cool, right? You would feel valued. You would feel like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm glad I signed up. Oh my gosh, yes, I will definitely buy. So make your audience feel that way too. So I just went over a lot of information, but let me recap. So I talked about 5 ways that you can segment your list. Number one was based on items purchased or downloaded. It's great for e commerce brands or service providers, and it's a way to make sure that you're really sending content, especially if you are offering products and services, that you're sending products and services that the people actually are interested in. Number two, based off of content preferences, and you can learn those content preferences through surveys, either on your landing page or in like research based emails. Number three was based on engagement rate. You can tailor your messaging based off of how engaged your audience is. If they're very engaged, send them something to let you know that you appreciate them for being engaged. If they're not engaged, say, hey, I understand that you haven't been opening. Let me know how I can be of service to you. That makes them feel valued. Number four is based on how they found you, how they made it onto the email list. And especially for social media, that is a great way to drive traffic back to your social media and get people talking about your email list as well. And number five is based off of birth month. This one is really, really great for e-commerce brands. But if you are a service provider and you feel like this would be valuable to you, try it out and let me know how it works for you. I would love to know how service providers are using birthdays um, to stay connected with their audience. So let me know how that works for you all. I hope that this was helpful. I know that I used some of these same strategies for myself and my clients, and it's worked very, very well, especially when it comes to increasing that engagement rate, increasing open rate, increasing click rates, and increasing people getting over to the site. So if you have questions, the floor is open. Let me know if you have questions. Um, I didn't get that far in the email that I'm working on. Thankfully, like the content is already written out. I just have to like format it and get it scheduled for the time that it'll be sent. Um, so the hard part is already done. Just got to make those final touches. But I was really into whatever I was saying, y'all. Yes, I'm glad that this is helpful for you. Um, so I want to leave you with a quote before I go. And if you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen it. But if you haven't, this is for you, boo. This is just for you. My quote of the day is stick to that price, boo. Stick to that price. Someone is counting and saving their coins to pay you in full. A lot of times, Black women business owners, we get into business and we're like, how much should I charge? Am I charging too much? Am I not charging enough? I don't know what to charge. Look, bump all that. We're not going to be unsure about our prices no more. Charge what you need to make your life comfortable, to live the life that makes you happy and proud, to build a business that makes you proud, and then stand on that price. Don't worry about who's not paying that price. Don't worry about who's got something to say about your price. Stand firm on that price because I guarantee you there's someone who keeps going to your site every week and making sure you haven't changed that price, making sure you haven't gone up because they want to work with you. And they don't just want to work with you and do a payment plan. They want to work with you and pay you in full. So stand firm on that price because you deserve it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Um, so that's my quote. Make sure that if you are not already, you join my email list. My newsletter goes out on Fridays, and I share tips just like what I've shared today about how to really make email marketing work for you and your business. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. How can you make it work for you? How can you make it work for your community? I teach you how to do that through my newsletter. Make sure that you are following me on Twitter at Black Girl Boss Co. Um, I will be doing another poll this week on what topic should be for next week. So if you follow me on Twitter, make sure you keep an eye out, turn on your notifications so that you can let me know what topic you want me to cover here on this show. And drop me a DM. Let me know that you watch this video. Let me know what you thought. I love to hear from you. Says Touch MUA said, wow, I need to hear this. Courtney said, okay, money emoji, talk about it. I love y'all. Y'all are cool. So I will catch you all next week. All right. I'm still trying to figure out the day for this now. So don't judge me if, I switch up on the days. I already know that next week is going to be on Tuesday because I'm going out of town. So next week, next Tuesday will be Let's Do Email Marketing. And I will be on Twitter doing a poll for the topic. If you want to, you can drop your topic idea in the comments. If you're on my email list, when you get my email, you can reply with what you want the topic to be, or you can answer the poll on Twitter. I will be taking all of it in. So I am out of here. I'm going to finish this email from my client and go on about my day. Courtney is just gassing it up, playing it right now, pay in full, period, sis. You know you worth it. You was worth it. Okay. I'm out of here. Catch you all later. Bye.